Hey. So today I am shifting into the moon center of my earlobes, and it is super cool. I am noticing some radical healing taking place in my beautiful, colorful eye, putting a lot of coconut oil on it. And so coming into the earlobes and noticing, so much I want to share. This is in a sovereign state, being in the moon center of your earlobes, you experience a sensation of like really aligning with your values, being noble, feeling your nobility, feeling your conviction about what you believe in. So it's a really good time to, to activate, to be involved in activism, something socially activating, if that is something that you're into. And it's just simply, are you in touch with your own moral compass? And when you are in the sovereign state in this moon center, you feel that. You feel that deeply. And you know it. You know this experience. You've sensed it many times before. But now that you have this awareness, it's simply what can you do to optimize this experience? Because part of feeling righteous is then being able to act on that. And sometimes we get tripped up. So that's what I wanted to also address, is that when you're in more of this commotional state here, which this morning I was noticing. So I was in meditation this morning. I was reflecting on all I want to share, being really lit up in my values, feeling very excited about a lot that I want to accomplish right now, and it being very meaningful work to me that I get to spread this kind of goodwill. And then I was like, okay, in the meditation, this dropped in. I had this list of activities coming through, and I started to feel this really pleasant, aroused feeling in my body. And it was a feeling of excitement. And then it was totally being in alignment with my values. And then I just noticed a flickering of fear. So this inner spark plug, I was like, oh, and I got contracted. Now, if I wasn't so in tune with my body, I would have slipped right into the habituation here, which would have been going right into distraction and overwhelm, as an opportunity to override the sensory system and pull me out of taking action on the activities that I want to accomplish that are righteous for me. But since I had that keen awareness, I saw myself contract. I felt an experience of kind of a fear state, like a fight or flight state come in. And I was able to witness this old pattern come before me, like, oh, this is what I do. I'm just afraid of my own power, my alignment with my values, and the ability to put that out in the world. And now I'm contracting around it because, like, what if I show up in all of my glory? What if I am this successful? Can I handle it? Can I have the energy to hold it? Oh, and all these old what ifs come up. So it put my body in a state of fight or flight, which then would put my body into a state of having the self criticism. So that's the commotion of the earlobes, right? In a sovereign state, you are convicted. In a commotional state, you go into this pattern of, it's self criticism. So for me, how that shows up is like, you, nobody cares. You can't hold it. You can't do this. You know what? You don't even believe in this stuff anyway. It's this. There's no way you're going to get all this stuff done, Diane. So I go into this kind of self-criticism mode. And then what it does is it creates for me this habit of creating distractions. Okay, well, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to do all this work, but first I have to clean the kitchen, and then I'm going to putz around. I'm going to, maybe put a thing of laundry in. And it's funny because I am in this beautiful beach cottage for the week on a vacation with my daughter, and I have an opportunity to just sit and be able to concentrate on some wonderful things for my business. And I noticed that I I was fighting myself. I was like wandering around, not wanting to sit down. And then, oh, maybe I'll make some tea, or, oh, what can I do? Anything to do other than the things I know that I am aligned with, that are going to move the ball forward for me and for the people in my sphere of influence who I could really have an impact on. So, what did I do about it? Well, again, it's just noticing, and I keep staring down here because one of the things that I know is that you can increase your testosterone. So testosterone is what's being secreted in this. I'm sorry that there's noise in the background. I apologize. Um, that there is testosterone here that allows us to feel more action oriented in our value system. It's a great hormone for like I can stay focused, my eyes are on the prize, and I'm confident enough to pull it through. I believe in myself, right? The antidote to the self criticism. So we want to get a boost of testosterone. So one of the ways that I love to do that, I like to make lists. I have forgiven myself for that over the years. I've changed the way I do my lists. And now I create lists that really support me. But one of the lists that I do, particularly when I notice that I'm in this state of overwhelm because I'm criticizing myself, like I'm doubting I can get it done, I do what I call like a scratch pad. So I just did this on one of my old journals, like on the back page, like wherever I'm like, when it comes through, that's why I call it scratch pad. Because I don't care what piece of paper I take, whatever's handy. I don't give myself the excuse of like, oh, it has to be on this particular list, this particular page, in this section of my journal. It has to be neat. Nope, because I know that's an excuse in the state also. So what's important to me? I got to get this out. This is aligned with my values. So I just make a scratch pad. And my scratch pad literally is like, what do I have to get done in the next 2 hours and show up and be freaking excellent? And then I put a little box here so you can see I have a little box. I check it. And that gives me not just some testosterone, but it also gives me a hit of dopamine. So I start to feel a little bit more, I can actually do this. And again, this is how we alter the inner chemistry of your body to really work to your benefit. But knowing you're in your earlobes, you can really cultivate more of a boost in testosterone so that you can be in your true nobility. So one of the other tools I use is, I call it the gas up, and I'll actually post a video. I have a great video for it, but I just gas myself up. And it's funny because my daughter's been really obsessing over boxing the past couple of days. So her dad is here, and they were literally just doing a boxing session before. We just got our wraps on, and we're going to watch the movie Ali tonight. But that's what I say. The champ is here. The champ is here. Like Muhammad Ali coming out to fight. So I will gas myself up. I will talk to myself in a way that I'm like, I'm my best cheerleader, but I also know I'm the greatest athlete, I'm the greatest of all time, the greatest of all time. And I can feel, even as I just said that now, I could actually feel like a rush inside my body, a sensation of being aroused and being excited. And now that I can channel into focus to then go back, look at that scratch pad and just boom, boom, you know, like my sound effects there, and just get shit done. So earlobes and being sovereign. And again, noticing when I have that spark plug, how to pull it back in and create this kind of a sovereign state in your nobility, which is super cool. So that is all about the earlobes. I will drop in additional um, content here because I know that there are several supportive tools, and happy earlobes.